This last time has brought a lot of change. Summer turned into autumn, and while this transition almost starts unnoticed, with just a slight change of color in the fields, a morning that is a bit colder than usual, suddenly it just all goes so quickly, and it is here, this beautiful new season. This is pretty much also how it has been with our lives recently, and I have to say that I am fully embracing it, because these last weeks actually led us into quite an interesting new direction. So I have thought quite a bit about how it would be best to begin this whole story. Maybe I can summarize it by saying that this whole last year generally has been a rather challenging one so far. Mostly because I actually had quite some episodes in which I just haven't been very well mentally. I really hope that I will be able to talk more about all that in the future. But it definitely were times that affected my creativity and general joy in life quite a bit, and also living in this place without the possibility to take further steps in realizing our visions and dreams additionally started to cost a lot of energy and also made us feel kind of stuck in a way. So I think it was when we traveled to the north in the spring for the first time that some new inspiration finally returned, and I think that was also when we made the decision that no matter what happens, even if we don't find a forever home this summer, which we didn't, by the way, to spoil that already, but that nevertheless it just cannot go on like this, and that it's important for us to move on again. So I'm just about to pack the van again. Actually, I'm going on another trip, this time just on my own, because I want to look at a few places and a few areas, and looking forward to see what we will find. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ich kann gerade nicht winken, ich habe so viel Zeug in der Hand.
Bye.
Blue dew, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Blue dew, bad mood, sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long?
Good morning.
Who's gonna save you?
Ivy, you have to get up now. Come on. Ja. Kleiner Faulpelz. Hops, raus. just wanted to tell you a little bit more about what I'm actually doing here. So, as most of you probably know, we are currently looking for a farm again. We are looking for a new home, and we are looking for a place where we might even want to stay forever. And we have been looking at very many different places this summer already, and very many of them were really beautiful, and still the feeling hasn't been right. And the feeling is important. It's very often, I guess, not very reasonable, but we just decided to rather wait even a few more years longer until the right place appears than making a decision that we might regret in the end. So we really took any kind of pressure out of this whole idea and just don't force anything. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is basically that I'm exploring the area or a few more areas where we could imagine to live, and I'm also looking at 2 houses because we're playing with the thought of moving again for this winter, because the place where we are right now, it's just not very ideal. Joachim just doesn't have enough space to paint, and this whole water situation that wouldn't be that much of a problem if we could just put some work in the place and find our own solutions. But as this will not happen, of course, we decided to move again. So let's see, maybe I will find us a nice place for this winter. On this whole journey, we have been looking at so many different places and areas here in Norway, but if you know my older videos, you actually also know that since the very beginning, the area around Røros, an old mining town in mid-Norway, has always been one of our favorites. And when I returned to it on this trip, I remembered why. This whole area lies around 600 meters above the sea level, which means you are over the tree line in no time. I have always felt drawn to these wild places in the north, and I love the feeling of being able to see so far in the distance and just having space to breathe. And then, like I said in the beginning, everything just happened really quickly. I came home, told Joachim about my experience. 10 minutes after, he found an ad from this area that I hadn't even seen yet. So we called, visited the place, agreed on a price for the rent, and moved in. Though in the end it was easy to leave this place behind, I feel such a deep gratitude for this time here. it was so important also to just make this first step. I really think that when you dream of something, you just really have to start somewhere, even though it might look stupid or risky from the outside. But if you will never start, you will never know, and who knows, it might even work out. And when giving up is not an option, the worst case that can happen is basically that you learn something, adjust your path, and continue on your track. And we definitely learned so much during this last year. I guess that is in the end what it's all about anyways. The things you learn, the choices you make, and most importantly, the person you become on the way. So yes, that was basically the story of how we found this new house, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. And that's a cow, I hope. Yeah, I really have to say that it feels very good now to be here, and I will show you more about this area and the house then in my next video. But in this video, I really wanted to share something else with you, and that is that besides this whole moving and finding a new house process, we also have been working on something this summer. We have created something for you, and I am so excited about that. And that is that just in a few weeks, we will launch our very first online course. It will be a painting course from Joachim, where you basically learn how to paint your very own landscapes from imagination and memory. So it's a really different approach from what you normally learn in landscape painting. It's much more intuitive and creative, I would say. So you will learn all the techniques and building blocks basically that you need to build up a landscape to make it look realistic and still have room for your own imagination and your own vision of what the landscape should be like. It's a course for absolute beginners, so even if you have never painted before, we will go through everything step by step from the very beginning. But of course, it's also a course if you are an artist and maybe are looking for some new inspiration or maybe a different approach into landscape painting. And we just hope that it will bring you a lot of joy and that it will spark your creativity. And in addition to the course, you will actually also get access to an exclusive community where you can just connect with us or with each other. So we really have this image of this kind of artist community where you can also ask questions directly to Joachim. So if you have problems with the painting or with the course, you can ask him directly there and get some help. But it should also be just a room where you can meet like-minded people, other artists, and we can basically also talk about everything we want to. And through that, and that is actually kind of my favorite part of this whole idea, is that we will open up an online gallery on our website, on Art of Nature, where you will get the chance to show what you have created. So we also hope to maybe just help a little bit to get your work into the world and show all your beautiful paintings on our website and just see what you have created with the course. So just send us your painting and we will publish it on our online gallery on Art of Nature, maybe also together with a link to your website or to your Instagram. So that's kind of the whole idea, and we really hope that you will like it. As I said, it will probably be available in a few weeks. If you would like to be notified about that, you can subscribe to our newsletter, or of course we will also let you know here on YouTube. So that's what I really wanted to share with you. And now I'm actually starting to get a little bit cold. It's incredibly cold already. We had the first snow a couple of days ago. You could just see it on top of the mountains. So yeah, winter is coming. And I'm really looking forward for the time ahead now, and yeah, to also explore this area here and settle in the house. But all that I will then show you in the next video. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for being part of our journey and yeah, sharing all these moments with us. And yeah, I hope to see you very soon again. Oops. Ivy also says goodbye. Bye bye. Ich finde man blöd, ne? Ich findet man blöd. Scheiß, ne?